Another building with a secret. From the outside, it's an old power generating station. Inside, it's the latest of London's art galleries, the Tate Modern. Amongst its collection of post-1900 art are works by Picasso, Matisse and Andy Warhol. London has 70 galleries, but they don't contain all the city's treasures. Amazingly, many great works of art are secret, hidden away in private homes. But there is a way to get to see them for free. This internet website is run by the British government's tax department. Anyone who inherits art of great family importance can keep it without paying inheritance tax on one condition. They must allow the public to see it.
Paintings particularly, there's a lot of them. Over 7,000 items, of which 2,500 in London, nearly. Things like we've got some paintings by Joshua Reynolds, a famous English portraitist. There is a single Picasso on the list, which is actually in Edinburgh. And a number of other very famous artists, including modern artists like Kandinsky, and some traditional artists like Gainsborough, Monet, Renoir, and so on.
Art enthusiast Jeff Jenkins is a big fan of William Dobson, an 18th century portrait painter. Dobson's portrait of Sir Charles Lucas is now owned, 11 generations of the family on, by Lord Lucas of Crudwell, who's agreed to show it to Jenkins. It's also a rare opportunity to visit a British lord. The tax law means he has to allow the public into his private home to view his collection of fine art.
Well, Jeff, the first thing that I want to show you is this portrait here of Sir Charles Lucas, which is a wonderful picture, and I think is one of Dobson's finest. It's certainly my favourite. He is the origin of my title. He never had it himself, but he's the one who earned it, if you can put it that way. He was one of Charles I's soldiers. And a very rough and disreputable soldier he was too. I think you can probably see that in his face. He was very much a guerrilla fighter. So this is a picture that I'm equally fond of. It's a Reynolds, not a great Reynolds, but a very fine one. Certainly a nicer person than Sir Charles, but he's not someone that I really know much about. He's a very fine picture. He's someone you can look at and enjoy for a long time from that point of view. It's a great pleasure to be surrounded by pictures of members of my family, of people who mean something when I look back into the history of my family. And I think it also makes it much more interesting for members of the public who see them, that they can be put in context of who they are and what they did, and be given some sort of personality, which they would never have if they were just hung on the wall of an art gallery.